Hey everyone, welcome back to the Guiding Echoes channel. I'm Nicole Guillaume, your host, and I am also a psychic medium and intuitive teacher. And in this video, I wanted to share with you the 8 most common messages that I receive when I'm providing readings for different clients. So there does seem to be a theme in the messages that come through when I tap into that other side. And so I wanted to talk about these today because I think they'll help you to get some hope. So if you have someone on the other side and you've been wanting to connect with them, but maybe you can't afford a psychic reading or you're not quite sure if you believe in this stuff, hopefully this video will ease your mind and give you some answers that you're looking for. So the very first message that I want to relay is the most common, and that message is simply, I love you. I love you. So if you have a parent, a child, a relative, a husband, or even an ex-spouse or ex-boyfriend or girlfriend, when they get to the other side, they are usually filled with so much gratitude for the different life experiences that they had with the various different people that they met on the planet. And so once they get to the other side, they're able to see the very important roles and lessons that each person played. So even if you and the person that is on the other side left on bad terms, maybe towards the end of their life, the two of you weren't getting along, most likely if they were to come through during a reading for you, they would tell you, I love you, or we're okay, or something to that effect. So definitely the most common message is, I still love you. The second message is, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you comes through so often, because here's the thing. We all go through challenges in our lives, and losing someone is by far one of the worst grievances that we will ever feel, especially when we're losing someone that we were very close to. So the message of I'm proud of you means I am proud of your strength. I am proud of your perseverance. I am proud that you were able to get through this struggle, that you're still getting through the struggle, and that you're moving on. So I'm proud of you as a person. The third message is you're forgiven. See, when people get to the other side, they realize that no real transgression ever took place. Because when we come to this planet, we're all just playing out different characters. We're all playing different roles. And I know that's really hard for us to wrap our minds around, because when we're here, we get very involved in our characters, don't we? We get very involved in our stories. And so once you cross over into the other side, you're able to see the story of your life. You're able to see all the main players, all the main characters, all the subplots within the main story. So when they cross over, they're actually able to look back at all of the different experiences they had, and they can see how even the difficult circumstances somehow served them. So if you did something wrong towards someone who crossed over, they're now in a position where they can look back at the wrongdoing and they can say, well, it was because of that action that I learned this, or it was because of that action that this blessing took place. And so there's usually a silver lining there somewhere, but it's not until we get to the other side that we're really able to put the pieces together. So You're Forgiven is one that I hope will resonate with you, because it is probably one of the most powerful and transformational messages that the dead have to offer you. The fourth message is, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So when people get to the other side, they are able to see the gravity of the hurt and the pain that they have caused. Even though they understand that we're all playing different characters in one story, they now understand how much their actions matter. They understand the emotional depth that they can cause in another human being. And so they will come forward and they will often say, I am so very sorry for the pain that I caused you. I am sorry for the hole that I left in your heart. I am sorry for the wound that I caused. And I hope that you can find it in your heart to forgive me so that you can move on. So deep messages of sincere guilt and shame do come through during readings, because they are met with the reality of what they may have caused you to do. They may have caused you to start doubting people or to start trusting people, or maybe they prevented you from moving forward on a life path that was right for you. So once they get to the other side, they change their tune, they come forward, they apologize for what they did to stop you in your tracks, to hurt you, and oftentimes they come with that message of encouragement and motivation, asking you to move forward, because it's only when you're able to fully release the wrongdoing that they committed that you're able to fully move forward and not stay stuck in that energy. And that's what the dead want for you. They want you to continue to move forward with your life. They're on the other side now. They're able to see all the mistakes that they made. They don't want you to do the same thing. They want you to figure this out now so you can have a happy, healthy life and live the life that you deserve. The fifth message is I'm safe. And usually I'm safe is combined with I'm with grandma and grandpa, I'm with my brothers and sisters, I'm with my dog, I'm with my friends. So I'm safe is there to give you some relief and some peace of mind so that you know that they are in a place where their needs are being taken care of. And that also leads us into the next message, which is I'm okay. I'm okay. Yeah, that's a great one to hear, especially if the person who crossed over had some type of physical ailment. So if they had a disease or illness of some sort, a lot of times the people that are still here on earth want to know if the person who crossed over is still in some type of pain. And the answer to that is no, they're not in pain anymore. They're in a new body. They're feeling great. They're able to manifest things left and right. Like, they're fine. They're good. And they want you to know that. So if you, again, have a loved one who crossed over, and maybe they had some type of a disability or a severe disease, and you want to know, like, are they still afflicted with that? The answer is no. They're actually doing very well. They're very healthy, and they're very happy once they get to that other side. The seventh message is I'm with you. And this can be so powerful, especially when you feel alone. So when you have someone who is close to you and they make that transition, it's very common to feel that hole in your heart, to feel that emptiness in your space, to feel that emptiness in your reality. And the sadness is so strong and so empty that you wonder if they can see you, if they can feel you, if they understand the sadness, the depression that you're feeling. And the answer to that is yes. They get it. They're watching it. They're observing all of this. Because your loved ones still love you when they get on the other side. They still exist. And when we say the other side, we really just mean that they crossed over into that other dimension, right? They're still with you. They're still watching over you. They're still embracing you and wanting you to be okay. So while the dead may have limited resources, they can't just pull out their wallet and cross it through the veil and hand it to us. How cool would that be? They often do their best to show their love in different ways, and they do that through giving us different signs. The very last one on the list is there's nothing you could have done. This one comes through a lot. There's nothing you could have done. And this is a message that comes through when the people here on earth have a sort of survivor's guilt. If you have someone who crossed over and they were very, very sick and you were trying everything you could think of to make them feel better. Maybe they had cancer, maybe they had a flu, maybe they were older and had pneumonia, and you did everything you could think of to save them, but they still died. There's a good chance that you're feeling some guilt from that. You think that maybe you should have gone to a different doctor, or you should have tried a holistic approach, or you should have tried a Western approach, or you should have tried acupuncture. There's all these different ways you start to punish yourself because you start thinking, what if? What if I had tried that? I could have saved him. I know I could have. But the truth is you couldn't have. because we all have different exit points planned for us during the course of our lives. And so if someone has crossed over, it's because it was their time. So it doesn't really matter what you would have done. They still would have made that decision. Their soul still would have said, "Yep, that's the time I want to go," and they would have gone. So know that there is nothing you could have done to save them. They're on the other side now. They're okay. They're healthy now. They're happy in a lot of ways too. They probably still miss you. Well, I shouldn't say probably. I know that a lot of souls who cross over still feel um, grievance. They still feel sadness when they have to leave someone behind, and they do feel heavy in spirit when they see someone mourning them, grieving them, especially for a long amount of time. But they still want you and need you to know that it's not your fault, that death is a natural part of life. And it's hard to accept that sometimes. But the best thing that you can do is be proud of yourself for knowing that you had the type of love that allowed you to seek out all these answers. You had the type of love that was so strong that you wanted to save somebody, but you were not given the power of life and death, not in that way. So be compassionate towards yourself, be gentle towards yourself, and know that your loved one on the other side is okay. They love you, they're not blaming you, and they want you to know that they are okay. All right. So, if you would like to order a psychic mediumship reading with me, please visit my website at guidingechoes.com. Also, if this is your first time watching one of my videos, I would like to welcome you to the Guiding Echoes community, and I'd also like to invite you to subscribe to this channel. Here on this channel, we are spiritual seekers. We love to ask those questions that are kind of outside the box, and we're not afraid to dive into those deeper issues. So if that's something you're interested in, I would love to have you here, and just be sure that you hit that subscribe button so you can be notified when I release new videos in the future. Also, I'd like to give a big shout out to my patrons out there. If you are supporting this channel, I want to thank you so much, because it is through your support that I'm able to keep this channel and even my Facebook page running. So if you would like to learn how you can support this channel, please visit patreon.com/Nicole. So thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Namaste.